Hello. My name's Annette Lampard, and my foster dogs are about to go crazy behind me because I said hello, and they think somebody's here. Like I said, my name is Annette Lampard. I am from Western New York and Western Pennsylvania originally. The way we were disciplined there and the way they do discipline there, the culture, is the same as here. What was different was the time. I'm seeing in my video that I have mascara under my eye and I'm a mess. I have a cold. I apologize, but it is what it is. We were spanked, right? And often without apology publicly by teachers. So that's no longer allowed there. It's no longer allowed here. And especially the punishing by teachers and such. So I would say that the state statutes are the same between where I'm from and here, New York and Florida. What is different is definitely the timing. I tell my children all the time, my youngest is 19, youngest of 6, and I tell them all the time, I would have been dead if I acted the way you act and talked the way you talk. The times have changed. I'm a firm believer in spanking, but I'm no longer in that position. Not hard spanking. It's not crazy, not uncontrolled, but a crack on the butt. So luckily my kids were pretty good and I didn't have to do that much. So let's see a little further. Why I'm a senior. I'm a social work major. Why this course? I don't plan on going into this field, but I took vulnerable families. I think that just as a responsible adult and human being, this is very important information to have. Even in my own family, I find it, extended family, I find it to be incredibly helpful and interesting. The modules I found to be very basic, very interesting. Basic being a very good thing because they are basic principles and they were presented and are easy to understand. And it's very comforting to me to know that when we're making such life and death decisions sometimes, that we have a simple protocol that is proven that we can follow to help these children and to be sure that they are safe. I have taken the other courses I mentioned before, vulnerable children and families, so I have had some exposure to the child welfare system. I also in the past have had family members, a sister in fact, who's, my father called, an estranged father, and said your sister's children will be taken away from her because her boyfriend abused them. Can you hide those children? And I of course refused and said it takes an awful lot for a parent to lose their children, and if she's going to lose her children, she probably deserves to. And it turned out she absolutely did. Her boyfriend had blistered her 2-year-old son's bottom with a wooden spoon because he was crying. He was crying because he had an ear infection. And when she was sent away to take some parenting courses, unfortunately the family court system returned those children to the boyfriend who had beaten them. So I have been involved in the protection of some of my extended family members as well. I also have done a home study. I adopted a special needs child from Bolivia and had to do a lot of child welfare type of work at that point. She was special needs and reactive attachment disorder and so forth. To expand and close my reflections on the module and the quizzes, I did do well on the quizzes. I missed One question that I was surprised actually that I missed it, but it was the answers were very close, but it was thought-provoking as far as how close some of the like impending and present danger, for instance, that impending danger could still be viewed currently, kind of made me think that that's present because I'm viewing it currently, but it's not present. It's just that the impending is present, and just some other, slight differences like that. But for the most part, I found it very straightforward and straightforward to follow. Surprises were that it is as common sense based and as it is, to be honest with you, and it makes me feel confident and thankful, that our system is set up that way. Anyway, nice to meet all of you, and I hope next time I look a little better, a little less like I have a cold, and good night. Thanks.